How's it going, Theocharis? I hope you're good. And I just saw your post analysis. Well done. I really like how you did everything, you factored in everything. And I just thought of sharing my point of view on how I would like or how I would have gone through it or read it. Let's dive into it. All right. Yeah, I see that was your bridge. You are focusing mainly on that bridge, but you did factor in the higher time frame story, the correlation, and whatnot. So just to continue from where you had left off, or from analysis you have done, me personally, what I would have done was to factor in that level there. Just from it, you would understand that the 1 hour does not own this particular trade. It belongs to a higher time frame, like you did in your pre-analysis as you were checking the correlation. So I would like to have a better understanding of the higher time frame to know where exactly I am on a higher time frame. So if we were to go one time frame higher, just to read, as you can see, we had a kill there, some sort of a refresh, and still price went down after that move. So already we know the 4 hour does not own this setup. So let's go on higher time frame even. Yeah, so the daily looks a bit cleaner. You could see that was your move you were trying to trade. Is it? No. This was the move you're trying to trade. But from how I see it, I see the daily had a breach to the upside. So that was a pullback. Then you are trying to join in part of this move up, which is good. But also we know it's a bit messy. You could see the highest price went was that, then discounts. So we know the higher time frame is even involved. But just for the sake of simplicity and just to get in a bit deeper, we'll just leave it on the daily. We'll deal with that breach there. We'll just deal with this breach there and the pullback tests and that up. So if we go to the 4 hour to read it even better, let me just clean it. So on the 4 hour, you would see that was our breach on the daily, and from there we had some sort of a refresh. Price came down. We had our first buyer, a test, another test, and some sort of a formal, you would say, then a dash. That's where you are trying to join. This is where we all read, because you are joining when the seller had completely finished and the buyers were like on the verge of taking it all. So your point or the price at which you are participating in this trade or move was a very, very good location. Well done for that. Then on the 1 hour, let me just clean it again. On the 1 hour, we saw we were just dealing with this breach here, and I believe you were reading your pullback on the 15 minutes. I personally would have stayed on the 1 hour. The fact being, we had some sort of a refresh from there. That was our last guy. We made a high, and from there we broke. It's like we had a refresh. So I would have stayed on this time frame and not go any lower. And seeing that this trade is coming from the daily, if we were to go a bit lower, then we would be in too early. I don't think one would have survived with that if you put your stops there. But I see on your broker, which is no wonder it didn't reach the lows. So you factor in that as well. So just cleaning it again. So I would have stayed on this time frame and not going any lower, not until I see what that guy does. As you can see, price came, then breached that guy. So seeing how this thing is strong, I don't expect the store not to give any discounts, but we had some sort of a rejection there and some sort of a refresh on a lower time frame. So only then would I go to involve the 15 minutes. I think yeah, my trade would only be after we had broken that guy there on the 1 hour. In that move, I would have tried to grab it from the 3 or 1 minute or something like that. But how you traded it was also good. You are aware of everything. You did your analysis from the higher time frame and also on the exits and how you scaled out. That was an area one would want to scale out. I don't think you should be hard on yourself of wanting to hold the trade even further. This was a good scaling out price area. As you can see, price really reacted aggressively from there, regardless of the fact that price did went and made higher highs, but managing at least taking an action around that area was a good call. I commend you for that, regardless of you not participating in the further move up. This was a well managed trade, and you did well not to move your stops too soon because of that area there. At least you extracted some profits, and that happened. You still were in the trade. I believe you didn't cross these areas, and yet you still profited from it. So that's pretty much it on this one. I like how you did your pre-analysis. Your entry wasn't bad, as you are reading it from the 5 minutes, so it's understandable why you did your entry on that price area. So had you been reading it from the 1 hour, it'd be a different case, but it's understandable why you took your entry there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You let me know what you think of my feedback and comments, and hoping to see more of your post analysis and trades so that we can learn from each other. Awesome. Take care and cheers.